Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be character designing and playing with the Bianyo Brush Markers and some of the classic chisel nib markers as well. So I have my render sketchbook that I'm going to just do some quick sketches in to design the character, and then afterwards I'm going to go ahead, finalize her in digital. So let's get right to it. And so since alcohol markers don't bleed through on this render sketchbook, I'm going to color on the back. I don't know, I just find that amazing, so I wanted to point that out. And so I also just wanted to go ahead and take you guys through my sketching process again. A lot of people are super interested in how I design my characters. And I think that's really cool that there's so much interest out there. So basically with this character, I kind of just go in with a sort of singular idea. For this, I know that I kind of want her to have a sort of 80s vibe, but not completely. Oh, and for those interested in the mitt idea that I do with my hands, this is kind of what it is. And then I just sort of flesh it out by drawing the actual individual hands. And I don't follow the mitt exactly, but the mitt is just there to give a general idea of where the positioning of the fingers and hands. So I want her legs kind of close together, but maybe one in the back, one in front, I guess? I don't know. I'm just kind of going wherever this takes me, to be honest. Okay, so we got a general pose idea down. And now I just want to start fleshing out the overall like clothing design and things like that. Big fan of ruffles. I'm sure you guys already know that though. I want to do like a big belt, like a heart design in the middle. I want to do leggings, but I don't know, maybe a bubble skirt. Yeah, let's do a bubble skirt. Oh my gosh. It's so cute. And now I'm just getting facial features down. Might have her just looking off to the side. And maybe, I don't know, what kind of hair? I'm not really feeling long and flowy. I feel like I do that all the time. Let's do something different. Maybe something short. Side bangs. I always like these little weird flippy things. They remind me of like Sakura from Card Capture. Definitely really liking this. I just wish I drew her like further up because I always like manage to like make it a little further down and then her feet kind of get squished and I hate that. I gotta work on that because now I just feel like there's no space to really draw shoes. I don't know, probably some strappy sandals or something. All right, not too bad for a 15-minute sketch. I think that took 15 minutes. I don't know, didn't take that long though. So now I'm gonna go ahead, I'll probably either like take a picture, throw it into Paint Tool SI, and then do some line work right on top of it and print it out. It's just what I'm accustomed to. I just really enjoy doing my line art digitally and then coloring it traditionally. Might make a few changes, maybe tweak it here and there, not sure. All right, so let's go. And so here is my character that I did digitally in Paint Tool SI. And now we're gonna go ahead and paint her up with the help of Bianyo. So I've got mostly brush markers here and a few of their classic ones of the chisel nib and bullet nib. So yeah, so I'm just gonna start off with doing her hair. Figured I'd make her blonde. Oh, and the cool thing is I got to put her shoes in. Decided to make them platform shoes, something that I definitely couldn't have done in the sketch because there was literally no room. And I really enjoy my Bianyo brush markers. Their nibs are definitely, I feel, the closest that I've tried that are to Copic's. And I almost want to say that they pretty much are the same. I mean, I'm not 100% sure on that, but I say that only because Bianyo does say that their nibs are made from super brush nibs, which is a type of brush nib that's actually imported from Japan. And according to Copic, they use these brush nibs as well. So I find that interesting. And I haven't done an official comparison between Bianyo and Copic, though I do plan to for sure. So in my verses, how I do my characters, and it's just usually it's a portrait, and then I color like one side one brand and the other side a different brand of marker. That way you all are able to see like a more accurate sort of comparison between the two markers as I use both of them. But I am curious curious to see how Bianyo does against Copic. I don't know, maybe I'll do it now, like in this video, as like, I don't know, a teaser or just having fun. And I think I'm gonna do leggings for her, so I'm gonna leave that uncolored for right now. I also get asked a lot on the more affordable markers about how the brush nibs are, because I've learned that a lot of you all who look for more of the affordable alcohol markers are definitely afraid of getting markers where the nibs are quite stiff. And I never really knew how stiff a brush marker could be until I reviewed a brand recently that was a brush marker where the nib was super stiff and it was really weird. So I definitely get why some people might be concerned about that. But that's definitely not the case with the Bianyo brush markers, especially since their nibs are, like I said, the super brush nibs, which are pretty much similar or probably the same as Copic. So you get all that flexibility. I love how this purple is coming out. I wish it was a little lighter, but that's the thing about Bianyo is that their colors are definitely super vibrant and beautiful, but I feel like they could definitely put more pastels. And I really hope they do. Although I wonder if it's possible that they already have like more color selections. And I'm using a combination of the brush markers by Bianyo and the bullet nib and chisel tip classic Bianyo markers. Only because there are a few colors in the classic marker set that I really like. And I also ran out of a color that I really love in the brush marker set, but I have it in the classic set, so I figured I'd just use it from there. And both sets were sent to me from Bianyo themselves to review, which I've already done. And since then I just keep using them because I actually really enjoy them. I feel like I missed the opportunity to give her really chunky bracelets. I feel like that would have really gone with the entire like 80s outfit ensemble. Those were popular in the 80s, right? I think so. I don't know. I didn't grow up in the 80s, but I do enjoy 80s fashion. And I wouldn't say this is the epitome of 80s fashion, but it kind of reminds me of 80s fashion. And then this color is my literal favorite color from the Bianyo color line. It's B201, and I completely ran out of it in the brush marker side, but I still have it in the chisel nib, bullet nib side. So yeah. You know why I probably liked the 80s? I feel like it was because there was such an explosion of color during that time, and like just loud designs and patterns, and that really like attracts me. I like loud colors, I like bright designs. And if you've seen any of my other videos, you'd know that that's definitely my type of style that I go for. I feel like all my color schemes tend to be really colorful and bright and loud. So of course I'd pick something 80s for this design. And polka dots, because everyone loves polka dots, especially on leggings. And I also feel like polka dots was a big thing in the 80s. And the 60s, I think. Wasn't it like huge in the 60s? And then fashion styles just kind of come back around. Background time! I'm honestly a little tempted to do that squiggly line that it's like a graphic design that was so super popular in the 80s and probably early 90s, where every cup you got had that like just teal and maybe purple squiggly line. Do you know what I'm talking about? I don't even know. I want to try that though. Let me see. I gotta look up a reference. Okay, so I found a reference picture of what I'm talking about, and I'm gonna go ahead and kind of freehand it. It's more tilted. Dang. Messed up already. Oh well. And then it has a purple squiggly line on top of it. Okay, let's see. So it goes. It's like significantly smaller. It's not gonna look as vibrant due to having to overlay. But that's okay. It's just the idea. It's actually pretty cool. I really like this. Not exact, but it's pretty close, and I think it kind of pretty much gets the idea across that it's similar to that 80s solo cup design. I really like it. Alright, and so while doing this one, I really went back and forth on whether to do a Copic version, and I think I am, just to like to do a quick comparison and see how it turns out. So I went ahead and printed out another one, and I'm just gonna quickly color it in with my Copics. And if you've watched any of my other comparisons, you know that this is definitely different from what I usually do. I always do my side-by-side comparison where I do half Copic and half a different brand, or recently it's been a Hoo I've been doing some comparisons on. But I know that I've seen other artists do these kind of comparisons where they make a full complete illustration with one brand and another complete illustration with the other. So I figured I'd try that out. And let me know what you guys think, if you like it or not. And that's that. I definitely went with a lighter color scheme when it came to the Copic side, but that's basically just due to my lack of overall colors in Copic more than anything else. So let's go ahead and see how it looks against Bianyo. Yeah, definitely a big color difference in certain areas, especially with the eyes and the hair and leggings. Personally, I do enjoy the lighter tones of the hair on the Copic side, and then at the same time, I really like the colors of her leggings on the Bianyo side more. They seem more vibrant and they just pop a little bit more, and I really like that. So let me line these markers up appropriately, and we have Copic on the right and Bianyo to the left. And yeah, let me know what you think about these sort of comparisons where the character is printed twice and colored in. Also, cool news, today is Prime Day, July 15th on Amazon, and I know a lot of my favorite art brands are having awesome Prime deals, and I think even Bianyo has their own 30% off deal going on right now, so definitely check that out. And yeah, so if you guys enjoyed this video, maybe comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks guys, bye!